this episode of Will It Start.
Did you just say on this episode of Will It Start?
I did.
Look at that! Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters saying welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. I am out here in the wood yard. It's a beautiful day. It's warm today. It's I think 14, 15 degrees Celsius. So that's got to be up I don't know, 55, 60 degrees. It's a warm day. For the end of February, that's about as warm as you're going to find it. And I am out here in the wood yard. I'm going to show you guys a brand new wood splitter that we have. This thing is going to turn the firewood industry right on its ear, I promise you. As you see, we have some really ugly stuff that I'm going to block up here right shortly, and then I have some rounds that have come off the firewood processor. So I have some different wood to try this out, and I think this machine is actually going to work pretty efficiently in just about everything. This is one that I'm actually really excited about. I had a couple of people ask me to do them like this. I've had a couple of people suggest I do them like this. So finally I am going to do it like this. So anyways guys, make sure you stick around. Oh, I got one for you. Looking for a new grapple here, because this one is just wore out. She's an old grapple. It is wore out. So drop a line below what your favorite grapple is, and I'm going to check them out. I may or may not just go ahead and build one because I need one, but that'll be a conversation for a different day. So drop down below what grapple is your favorite grapple. I know there's some guys out in Wisconsin that make a couple of them, so I know about those guys already. Anyways guys, I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the saw here. I'm gonna get this stuff blocked up, and you guys stick around because you guys are gonna want to see this new splitter that we have. Did you just say on this episode of Will It Start?
I did.
Look at that! That one's for you, Brad. Well, guys, it does appear as though I hit something fairly hard in that wood. I don't know what it is, but we'll try and find out later once we get into it. If nothing else, this will give you guys a really good comparison between the difference of a stock chain right out of the box and one that has been properly filed. So I took that saw on there, I filed it properly, I got the gullet, and I took the rakers down one stroke. So you guys will have a really good comparison between how a stock chain cuts versus how one that is properly sharpened. I will do another cut right next to my first one. I'll put the video side by side so you guys can see them. I'll get out that, I'll show you how it works, guys. So you can see that saw is now working into that wood. When I bite into that wood, you can hear the saw drawing into it. It's actually taking a good bite out of it. And you can see the chips. The chips coming out of that are coming off in chips. It's not dust, it's coming off. It's peeling that piece of wood away and it's shoving it out the back of it. So it does make an incredible difference in the performance of a chainsaw if you file it properly. When they come from this factory, believe me, they ain't sharp. Well, guys, this is what it is. It looks like I've got a hell of an audience out here today, which is something different for a change. It's normally just me out here playing with myself. So, what are you guys laughing at? Here's what we got, guys. This is a mini skid steer splitter. We haven't named this outfit yet, but you're going to see more of this. The mini skid steer mount, we're going to be able to do this with the mini mount, and we're going to be able to do it with the normal standard skid steer mount too. So this will be good for the front of a compact tractor, normal size skid steer, whatever. The visibility with this thing is incredible. It is really good. You can see the blocks really well. You can manipulate them really well. The way that we have the wedge on this end, instead of pushing through, it leaves the blocks in one spot so you can re-split them really quickly and easily. I've never, this is the first mini I've ever run. I've got about a minute and a half run time on it, so you guys are going to be along for the maiden voyage of this. And I split one block of wood with this in the shop, but just that one block of wood, I think this thing's going to be a hit for a lot of tree service guys, guys that have compact tractors, guys that have skid steers, anybody that wants to take all of the labor out of doing firewood, that's going to be the ticket for you. And these things, we're going to be able to sell these things for, they're going to be relatively inexpensive. The way they're designed, the freight's going to be relatively inexpensive. And as you can see, guys, this is all parts that we've recycled, essentially. That's just the top part of an Axis, is what that is. So the design is tried and true. We know this is going to last well for you. This is going to be a very, very rigid design. Back in here, the way this is mounted, we have the cylinder mounted directly to the frame of this machine, so there's no play there. There's no play with your wedge. And you only have leverage from this end to your mounting point. This is something that's going to come in really, really important in future videos as we do more testing with our Axis. I'm going to point a few things out to you guys if you've been looking at different vertical splitters. Is this machine here, or this setup, is incredibly rigid, incredibly durable, and it's tried and true. This thing was going to hold together quite well for you. So we're going to go ahead. I'll get this fired up. I'll show you how it runs in this big ugly stuff, and then we have a couple blocks in behind the cattle ranch there that are just normal size pieces. So we'll show you how it works for that too, guys. Anyway, stick around. I'll show you how it works. Well guys, as you can see, that little skid steer splitter works really, really well. If you want to take big pieces of wood and turn them into manageable size pieces, so you can either throw them into an outdoor wood boiler or bring them over to a splitter for further processing. That's what this thing's all about. This is what that thing there does well. And you have a lot of visibility with it. You have a lot of flexibility with it. You're not going to make you're not going to be able to make pizza wood efficiently with it. However, if you're doing, like I said, if you're doing boiler wood, or if you have big ugly shit like this to get rid of, you're gonna be able to make good time with it. You're gonna be able to bring it over to the splitter, move the rounds, and then bust them down into something that you can actually manage, and you're not wrestling with something that size on the splitter. Anyways guys, you like the video, give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down on the bottom. You're gonna see some more of this in the coming weeks from us. I'm gonna do a couple more videos. I have some smaller around, some stuff that's fairly nice looking fired. I'll see if I can't get better on this. This is the first time I've ever run a mini skid steer ever in my life. I've got however long that was, 20 minutes, half an hour, I went at the very most. But that should give you an idea. With a couple more hours on this, or somebody that's efficient on a mini skid steer, I think they're going to be able to make pretty good time with this and do a nice job of it. Anyways guys, like I said, give her a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down on the bottom. I really hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care.